Match racing. It's all nip and tuck in small monohulls, isn't it? I don't think so. Match racing is about to change, big time. Yes, I know, this is fleet racing, but from 2016, match racing moves to multi-hulls with these boats. The M32 is an established fleet racing class, and these exciting cats will represent a new chapter for the World Match Racing Tour. But the M32 is more than just another powerful lightweight boat for the pros. So who better to explain than reigning M32 champion Taylor Canfield, who took me for a spin.
I gotta try.
Although she's now been adopted for match racing, the M32 was actually designed to cater for amateur sailors. Despite being 32 foot overall, she only weighs 510 kilos, which means that she can be launched off the beach. But the most surprising bit came when Taylor handed me the helm. This is a boat that is easy to get to grips with and instantly intoxicating. It really is quite difficult to hand the helm back. On the face of it, the M32 looks like any other cat, or so you might think, but she's pretty different. The first thing that strikes me about this boat when I see it is it hasn't got a jib. It's quite unusual. It's almost like an A-class cat with a Jenica, but there's no jib on it. That was an unusual choice.
Yeah, you know, I think these days you notice that all the very high-performance catamarans are actually going to smaller and smaller jibs, and a lot of it is actually just for maneuvering purposes. You know, I think we saw back in the day when the Oracle Trimaran was in the Cup, and they actually found out that with their wing sail they were faster without the jib, and they actually, you know, pointed up into the wind a lot higher. So you know, that's the whole design purpose, is to try to reduce the drag and make the boat faster and faster. And you know, I think it does make it a little bit more challenging to maneuver, but once you get used to, you know, sailing without it, you know, you go back to it and it becomes that much easier for you. So.
And it looks so simple when we look forward. We just look round up towards the bowsprit. I mean, it looks really simple up there. I mean, there's just nothing there, just one great big long bowsprit.
Yeah, you know, when you're sailing, there's only a few lines that you're actually pulling on. You know, the Jenica sheets, the furling line, the main sheet, and the traveler. Obviously, you have a few more small controls that you're adjusting here and there, like the master rotation and the diamonds in between races generally, but in the cutting end. But for the most part, you know, it's a very simple boat, and it's a very clean layout. And while it's still very physical, you know, everything is hand operated. So, you know, no halyards and things pulling boards up, and so it's very physical for the crew, but you know, very rewarding to feel the power in the boat once everything's set up perfectly and the crew's working together well. The whole boat weighs approximately 550 kg, all sailing, sails included. So, you know, obviously very light and easy to put together, which is really nice. Traveling and two boats fitting into 40-foot container is obviously a huge bonus as well.
When the Cup moved over to multi-hulls, there was an awful lot of people who've been following it for a long time saying it's not the same, you can't match race multi-hulls, but actually a lot of the new generation that came in seem to just lap it up. They absolutely love it. I don't think any of them want to go back the other way. Is that the same kind of mood in the match racing circuit? You've been involved in match racing for quite a while. Is that the feel amongst the match racing generation that, thank God for that, let's get on with it, let's do multi-hulls?
I think there's room for both, and I say that, and I love coming here to Bermuda and sailing the IODs. Early 1900s or something. The boats were some of the boats have been made, and it's just incredible. It's such a different style of match racing, but in a great way. It's both. I think they're both awesome. So. I think again, there's room for both, and hopefully this won't completely kill the monohull match racing. But we'll have to see what happens and see how successful the M32s are on the World Match Racing Tour.
And presumably going to multi-hulls now with the World Match Racing Tour provides a closer link perhaps into the America's Cup. Does it seem like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said before, it's we're trying to. I think Håkan his whole goal is to make it a feeder. People come out of the World Match Racing Tour and go into the America's Cup, and any guy back in the day, 12, 15 years ago that were, at the top of the World Match Racing Tour, they almost instantly had a contract with the Cup team. And, I think that's kind of the goal, is to, have something that, leads the youth into those positions in the America's Cup.
So whether it is providing a pathway for new talent to the America's Cup or enticing older sailors with deeper pockets to get into fast-paced fleet racing, the M32 could well provide the missing link for more than just the pros.
Stop, I'm caught this evening.